Okay. Oh, that one we already read. Am I the asshole for posting an insensitive meme on Facebook? Let's go. I post memes on Facebook, like most people do. I guess you could call me an epic meme lord like Elon Musk. I'm sorry. I hate that. They range from innocent to horrendously strange, and most people I'm friends with don't mind this. I'm also very vocal about my own personal journey with mental health struggles, and that I post humorous things about it because I find it to be my way of coping. Not for everyone, that's fine. Fortunately, everyone in my wife's family was on our side, and the father-in-law literally took mother-in-law out for a 30-minute drive just to gas around the corner. And mother-in-law didn't speak with us for like 2 months. Fuck! Again, it's a tough conversation for everyone involved, but you gotta do it. A week ago, a family member of mine passed away. I wasn't particularly close to this family member. I do have a few fond memories from childhood of them, but I haven't spoken to them in almost a decade. There's been a lot of fighting in my family over this family member, manner of death, the burial, etc., all of which I wasn't involved with, nor did my mother want me to be involved with. Today, I came across a mental health meme that tickled me, so I reposted and kept on with my day. I see a lot of comments, and I see another family member, sibling of the deceased, going in on me, calling me mental and disgusting. They hope God will forgive me, etc. I mean, some vile stuff coming from a person that I've only met maybe twice my entire life. I'm super confused because I don't know what the hell's going on. Turns out the mental health meme I posted hit a little close to home for her for reasons I cannot state, which I did not know at the time of posting. So their family member killed themselves. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that their family member killed themselves. They post a meme about suicide. That's my extrapolation. I sent all the comments to my mom, and she went ballistic. She filled me in on everything. Needless to say, I feel like an asshole for being insensitive to my grieving family. My mom, husband, and sister feel like I've done nothing wrong, and I've got nothing to apologize for, but I feel like I'm such a dick for posting something that could be seen by my grieving family members. Am I the asshole? Edit to clarify. In responding comment to the sibling, I did apologize and let them know I had no idea what was going on, which fell upon deaf ears, and the siblings kept slinging insults at me. Delete the post. Like, you said it. You said it in the post. You're the asshole here. Absolutely. I don't think on purpose. I think like a soft, you're an asshole. Like you didn't do it on purpose. It's not something that you knew was happening. But the minute you have, and I think this did happen. To be fair, I think this did happen. The minute you have the full picture, you go, holy shit, I have to delete that post right now. I have to apologize to my family members, and I need to delete that post. As far as my mom, husband, and sister feel like I've done nothing wrong and got nothing to apologize for, they're wrong. Like, apologizing doesn't just happen when, like, you do something maliciously, right? You hurt somebody by accident, you apologize. Like, if I tripped you in the street and I didn't mean to, and you, like, got up and I went, well, that's what you get. I didn't mean to do it, so it's fine. Of course I'd be an asshole. I think apologizing was the right thing to do. I think deleting the post is the next step. And if the witch fell upon deaf ears and siblings kept slinging insults at me, yeah, they're gonna just delete the post. Of course they're gonna do that. And, like, that's not really fair. I understand that. Tough. Unfortunate, but tough. Let's see what the brain trusted Reddit had to say. Info, why can't you state what you posted? Nobody here knows you. Without knowing what you posted, we can't enter judgment. I'm still going with it was a meme about suicide. That's my thought process. No, no, do not do that. Oh, the meme was about taking one's life and the struggle of continuing on whilst it always lingers behind you, and yet, I told you. I knew it. As someone who had her baby brother kill himself after suffering PTSD protecting idiots like you, I say this sincerely. Hope you sit and spin a golden plated pineapple for a long time. What? The fuck? Yam local, seek help. Seek a lot of help. I know you. I know you can't actually see this comment because it's at the bottom of the screen. Hold on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's insane. So, verdict is very light, you're the asshole. Like a very soft, you're the asshole. I mean, I understand, because I have a very dark sense of humor, right? Like, especially with, like, traumatic experiences of mine. But you're posting in a public forum where your family is, and you still know that a family member just died. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. This is weirdo behavior. Boo. Very light, you're the asshole. Next. Am I the asshole for suggesting my friend should pay more rent than us? I, 17 male. 17? Damn. Got your own place already? Sucks, dude. I, 17 male, have had... I say that like I wasn't homeless at 17. God. I, 17 male, have these two really close friends, and we're applying to the same university, and university's close to that. Oh, they're talking about rent in college. Okay, that makes more sense. We didn't plan this out or anything, it's just how these things worked, and where we live, not many options. Okay, understood. University accommodations sound really shit from, like, everyone we've talked to on it, so we're talking about getting somewhere together. One of the friends, I hope you didn't write your fucking entry essay like this. My God. One of the friends is getting a much bigger maintenance loan, like twice the size of ours, which is for rent, general living, etc., all that. You don't have to say... Don't get lost on punctuation. Don't get lost on punctuation. You can't say etc. and then all of that. It's for rent, general living, etc., all that, this, that, and the third, another thing. Like, yeah, we get it. Thank you. God. I haven't even read the post yet. I'm mad at it. If you're unfamiliar, this is because you get so much allotted based on certain factors like household income, your family situation, disabilities, etc., and he's got diagnosed ADHD, generalized anxiety, raised by a single mom, and a lower income, presumably not to be... Okay, so this sentence, and a lower income, is fan fiction. You just made that up about your friend. Got it. Thanks. While me and the other guy have none of that going on. And technically, it's not confirmed yet, but there's an official government loan calculator that you plug all your details into, and it'll tell you what you probably get. And that's what we all use just to see. You're not going to get that, kid. I hate to be the one to tell you. I hate to be the one to tell you that money is not what you're getting. That's a fucking lie. It's still a bit away, but in study we were looking at prices for rent in the area to gauge an idea, and I just thought I'd point out, like, hey, so are we all paying equally here, even though one of us gets literally double the loan? And I started just pointing out, like, obviously those things affecting him aren't great, but at least the benefits are. So then he starts having a genuine go at me for even suggesting that, like a proper rant about how clueless about how the world works, and he's usually a really chill person.
Hold on, now that I understand the situation, let me do a more fitting voice. So then he, like, starts having a genuine go at me for, like, even suggesting that, like, a proper rant about how I'm, like, clueless about how the world works, etc., all that, this, that, and the third, and another thing, and he's usually, like, a really chill dude, never mad at, like, anything, so, like, I'm a little taken aback, to be honest. He didn't sound, like, really mad, but you could hear in his voice, like, I really annoyed him by saying that. Yeah, dude, you're a fucking prick. One, do you understand what a loan is? Well, I know you don't, because your school system doesn't teach you that. I'm assuming, you know what, to be fair, I'm assuming that you are from the United States. And if you are from the United States, your education doesn't teach you that, because they want you to take loans when you're a child who literally doesn't know shit about anything, so that they can scam you for money well into your 60s. I understand that. That's not on you. However, a loan isn't free money. I hate to be the one to fucking tell you that. And, like, the official government loan calculator, they tell you what kind of loan you're gonna need, how much money you're gonna get, and how much you need, because you're going to need the money for school, you fuckwit. And I understand I'm yelling at a child here. I get that. I do. But yeah, of fucking course you're an asshole. Of course you're the fucking asshole. Well, you're, like, poor or whatever, and you're, like, mom's single, and you have a mental illness. So, really, we should be paying less rent than you, because we have to, like, put up with a poor, mentally ill person being in the house. And, like, really, it's fine, because the government's giving you money. Fuck you, dude. Absolutely fuck you. YTA, he's got diagnosed ADHD, general anxiety, and raised by a single mom and lower income. He's got a double the loan because he has to pay for his medicine and or therapy. He may have a problem with finding a part-time job. He won't get significant financial support from his family, etc. This, that, and the third thing, another thing, all of that. This is not making a situation better than yours. It's making it equal. Thank you. You know what? I was really afraid. I was really afraid going down into the comments, because with Reddit, it's a mixed bag where, like, you're either going to get the people who know what they're talking about somewhat, or the people who are like, maybe he should just try not being mentally ill. So that makes me feel better. YTA, your friend is correct. You sound clueless about how the world works. If you share a rental with a friend or stranger, you either split the rent plus utilities as an amount, divided by the number of people, or if the accommodations are vastly different, one bedroom has its own en-suite, then you just adjust the rent amount accordingly. How much a roommate makes per month, or how rich or poor their family is, or what government benefits they get are irrelevant. You're also making a judgment based off an online calculator, which may or may not be true. You're also making it up just... Oh, nice, he's doing my post. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you, Ramen Galian. How dare you do this to your friend? Not to mention, this is what I was saying, not to mention, the friend doesn't make the money, he takes the loan, which we will need to pay back later. Absolutely. Dude, you are such the asshole. Now that you've taken ownership for this post, I hate to be the one to tell you, you're such an asshole. But it's okay, because you're apparently only 17. So, you know, you live and learn. I don't know how, like, you could write this and not go, wow, I'm the biggest dickhead in the world. Have some fucking, like, general awareness. You're borrowing more money than we have to because, like, you're poor single mom or whatever, so you should pay more. Fuck you. Absolutely fuck you. Alright, I think we got... Loans are free money and he just gets more. That's right. That's what I know as an American. That loans, you don't ever have to pay them back, and they're just free money the government gives you. Let's go sort by... Let's see what the top one is today. Okay.
COVID-2, no more loan repayments. Dinkus.
That's right. Because COVID-2 is coming. Okay, let's read this one, because this one sounds so insanely disconnected from real life that I can't really comprehend it on first glance. Am I the asshole for letting my child ride her pony to school? My 36 female child, 7F, asked if she could ride her pony to school last week. For context, we have a small paddock attached to our home where we keep 2 horses. One for me and one for my child. You're already the asshole, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Every morning before school, my child gets all of her pony chores done before we leave, and we normally walk to school, which takes around 20 minutes. We live on the outskirts of a fairly populated city where it's not uncommon to see horses occasionally. But we are in no means in a rural village. Disgusting. I agreed to let my daughter ride her pony to school because I thought it was a harmless, fun thing to do. And also it gives the pony some exercise as we had... The justifications are, one, irrelevant, but also hilarious. I agreed to let my daughter ride her pony to school because I thought it was a harmless, fun thing to do. Also, it gives the pony some exercise as we had evening plans and wouldn't be riding the pony that evening. We arrived at the school gates and, of course, gathered a little bit of a crowd, which wasn't a problem. Don't worry, chat. She says it wasn't a problem. She brought a farm animal to the school, but that is not a problem. She says so right there. The pony is very good and lapped up all the pats and strokes from kids. One girl came bounding over from a year above my daughter and started shouting at me saying she wanted to ride. I politely told her that she couldn't because she's poor and doesn't have a riding hat and she would have to learn on a safer horse. She immediately started hysterically crying and pleading with her mom, saying she wanted a ride. Her mom looked at me with disgust and said, "See, this is what happens when you have no self-awareness and bring a fucking horse to a school," and stormed off dragging her kid with her. I was a bit taken aback, but ignored her because she was poor and disgusting, and I sent my child into the school and walked the pony home. I love this other mom. This is what happens when you have no self-awareness and bring a fucking horse to a school. Is so on the dot perfect. I was talking to my friend this weekend, and she said that I was in fact the problem. I was blatantly showing off, and should have known that this would cause upset and problems. My response is, I turn up to the school gates in jodhpurs, what is jodhoppers, and boots regularly. I don't know these bougie horse riding terms, chat, I'm sorry. So everyone probably knows I have a horse. Oh! Sorry. Let's not insult her by calling her poorer than she is. And I have horses. Is that showing off too? Yes, obviously that's pageantry. You show up in your little uniform. You show up in your little horse uniform at the school. Jodhoppers are riding pants. Okay, thank you. All I wanted to do is let my daughter do something a little bit silly and fun. Now I'm really overthinking it and I'm really overthinking it through, though, and almost feel nervous to do drop-off at school tomorrow. So am I the asshole for letting my daughter ride her horse to school? Oh! You gotta look at the edit. You always gotta look at the edit because she admits she's an asshole. Firstly, I'm based in England. Done. Got her. Court dismissed. Asshole. They're the ones that are bagging around the thigh. Okay. I want to clear some things up. Firstly, I'm based in England. Secondly, the pony never went into the school grounds. There was a small patch of grass about... Wait, you just said it went by the gate. You just said it went on the gate. Or to the gate, rather. Which one is it? There's a small patch of grass about 30 meters from the main school gate, and we stood there so no child with allergies would have been subject to horse germs if they didn't deliberately come over to us. This also means that I don't feel like I should have run it by the school. And lastly, the pony is an ex-riding school pony. It has been surrounded by kids its whole life and used to do kids' birthday parties and everything. I know animals are unpredictable, but I was 99.999% sure that this pony would be fine and actually just appreciate the fuss over the tiny humans. He absolutely did. Okay. So... Rich, English, asshole. Let's get that out of the way right now. And yes, of course, like, I understand why your daughter wants to ride her horse to school. You're an adult. You know why it's a bad idea. Don't give me this shit about, oh, I didn't think it'd be a problem, and I didn't think I had to run it by the school because I was 30 meters from the entrance on a patch of grass that I didn't mention before when I said I brought it up right to the front gate. Well, when I said right at the front gate, I really meant 30 meters away in a patch of grass. You know that if you bring a horse to the children, they're gonna want to ride it. And, like, you're talking about 7-year-olds. Of course you shouldn't let the children ride the horse. But you're talking about a group of 7-year-olds. Of course they're going to want to ride the horse. And of course when you tell them no, it's going to start a commotion. Obviously. Let's see what... Wait, what? Yo, Reddit's fucking nuts. Not the asshole. That woman blames other people for her clear lack of parenting skills. She has to manage her child's expectations. What? This probably spares her panic from 2 pony shits. True? Oh god, sorry. Huh. Okay. Sorry, I thought that might be important. It was not. My husband takes our daughter to school on a motorcycle okay, so you're also rich and British, I'm assuming. Would you bring a puppy to school with you to elicit the same responses? I think not. Yes, of fucking course it would! Of course bringing a puppy to the school would make children want to play with the puppy! What the fuck are you talking about? Like, these two people make the same... Oh, no, these two people, sorry, make the same argument where they're like, well, my husband shows up in his motorcycle. Should I let the children drive the motorcycle? No, because there's a difference between... I understand the way you're looking at it. I understand why you're like, well, that's like the same as a horse, because a horse is a means of transportation. Children don't see that. We're talking about 7-year-olds. We're talking about specifically an 8-year-old. Yes, if you bring a horse or a puppy to a school, children are gonna want to do stuff with that animal that you would do with a horse or a puppy. No shit, dude. And yes, there are fundamental... I hate to be the one to tell you this. There are fundamental differences between a sports car, a motorcycle, and a fucking horse. And yes, you know what? If you drove your sports car onto school grounds through the front gate, I bet it would make a fucking scene. What do you think a 7-year-old's horse chores are? I assume raking shit. I don't know. I assume that's pretty much like the long and short of it. Yeah, it's got to be mostly raking shit. Maybe pouring feed. Yeah, depending on how strong that little girl is. But I assume it's mostly doing like a half-ass job raking shit. And then I assume they have like farm hands that come in and do the actual work because they're rich. Or stable hands, rather. And she's gonna make like 15 trips per horse, but she likes it. I'm sure she does. I'm sure that 7-year-old loves taking care of the horses. Absolutely. Also, the woman blames other people for her clear lack of parenting skills. What are you talking about? Oh, well, she didn't read in the handbook for raising children about what to do when your more prosperous neighbors awaken and decide they're going to take their small horse on a jaunt past your child's school. Like, what? She has to manage her child's expectations? I wouldn't expect a fucking horse to show up at my school. Manage expectations? What? It's a horse. Like, I grew up in a rural area, right? Like, I grew up on farms. I get it. Like, I am not, like, foreign to horse care and seeing horses all over the place. But I still wouldn't expect someone to bring their child to school on a horse, because it's fucking weird and it's gonna cause a scene. Not the asshole done that as well in neophobe Switzerland. People lost it as well, but we were having fun. Okay, I was on a huge 2,000 pound cold blood with hooves like big plate. So as long as I was there, nobody dared to say anything. You're insane! Like, what the fuck? No, you're not the asshole, because I brought a horse to a school once and threatened everyone with physical violence. Okay. People also lost it when I gave my kids sushi in a bento box to kindergarten and claimed it was dangerous to eat raw fish, forbade them to eat the fish, and called me home. At home, what was I thinking? What? Do you not think there's a difference between, oh, I sent my kid to kindergarten with a bento box and the white kids thought it was weird and the white teachers were like, you can't have them eat raw fish, and bringing a 2,000 pound animal to the front gate of a school? Is that what you want to go with? That's the same in your mind. You're that disconnected from reality. I was a stable hand. I've seen more of horses than most would want. I'd be surprised if a horse was at a school. Of course you would. Of course you would, because it's a school. And then the rest is Reddit just circle jerking themselves, making the same points. Like, Reddit is so disconnected from reality. Like, it's insane to have a bunch of people who don't go outside ever try to explain why it's weird to bring an animal to a school, and then expect the kids to want to interact with the animal. Well, that's all the Reddit I can put up with today, so we're gonna end that there. On the other hand, if she keeps bringing the pony to school, the children will become desensitized to it, and the young girl will learn an important lesson about popularity gained through wealth. You like how the idea of her wearing riding pants to school would have alerted them to the possibility that a horse may show up while her child attends. That would have been the time for dissent, and the lack of dissent there means they did consent to a horsely presence. You know what? That's gotta become standard. You look at the parents and make sure they're not wearing horse gear. And if they are wearing horse gear, you have to go, hey, just so you know, pull them to the side, sorry. Pull them to the side. Go, you know what? I don't want to make this. I just want to let you know, don't you fucking dare bring a horse to my school. If there's a horse on my fucking school, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. All right, just so we're on the same page. I just noticed you're in your horse pants. and boots, all right? Don't bring a fucking horse to my school.